AlloyGator is rim protection, which is built in the UK. We brought the brand in and introduced the concept of wheel protection across North America. My name's Patrick Fletch, Director of Business Development, and I'm also a part owner. We're in the automotive industry and specifically automotive accessories. Our customers would be anybody that drives a car and anybody that's installing car accessories. We have a warehouse in Richmond, BC. That's our main one in Canada. And we have a small warehouse in Toronto, in Markham. Our main warehouse in the United States is in Tennessee. We're a very small company. Started out, my role was everything. I would train, be involved with marketing discussions. I would be involved with systems, invoicing. I did everything. So when we started to look at our accounting software, at the time we were using Sage. There were a couple other platforms that we looked at, which wasn't very friendly for users that were on the move. I was traveling all over the US. I wasn't able to sit down with my accountant on a regular basis. Bringing on a new system can be very costly. Zoho had a very good reputation, and that's how we came on to Zoho. Zoho Books being in the cloud, and the fact that it tied in with our customer database made it easy for everybody to see what was going on. From an accounting perspective, I can see everything that has happened or has not happened, and I can deal with it almost live versus having to look at the numbers at the end of the month.
Once I go into the books, I go into the sales order, I put in all the information required, and half of that's filled out for me in advance because of the database of all my customers. It will allow me to improve my productivity at least 60%.
Zoho Books stood out for us. It's the flexibility for my team, traveling around, being able to use it on mobile phone, and being able to access what they needed to produce invoices or orders. Any business owner, whether large or small, cash flow is king, and it allows us to make sure that we are getting our payments on a timely manner. When we were producing them in Sage, orders would go out and it would take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours before an invoice would get produced. Now when orders go out, the invoice is produced immediately, which therefore means that the invoice goes out to the customer, which allows us to get our cash. And with Zoho Books, the biggest thing we've been able to control and keep an eye on is receivables. Receivables is a very big deal for a small business. We're traveling all over the place. When one of the team members has a question or has a problem, it can easily be addressed just by somebody sitting down in front of their computer or their cell phone and having a look at it and then giving guidance accordingly. Something else that's very easy for our sales team to utilize, and again feeds into cash flow, is when they produce an invoice, our customers have the option to provide a payment method of a credit card, and if they have that and we keep that on file, we can automatically process the payment as soon as the invoice is produced. AlloyGator is manufactured in the UK, so when we're ordering our product in British currency and then we convert it over into the United States or Canada, at the time of the money exchanging, we do our own conversion. Our customers like that because it's cleaner for them. They see the transaction come through, they know what the transaction is for, and we have integrated that with Zoho Books, which just makes things more seamless. Zoho Books ties in with CRM, is very important to a small company that needs cash flow. Having receivables and aging receivables creep up, it very easily happens. They can pull up a customer before they go in to call on this customer, and they can see whether there's any outstanding invoices. They can produce an order right in front of the customer if they wish, and it allows us to keep our books clean. A lot of times, if the systems aren't integrated, what ends up happening is things don't get noticed, sometimes till after 30 days, and then your receivables start to creep up. Zoho Books and inventory and the environments are similar. When you bring on new team members and they start working with the systems, the training to get them up to speed on how to use what they need to use for business is very easily done.
Zoho is probably my favorite component of the whole process in being in sales. Sales, you're on the road, you're always rushed, you're always spending, whether it's gas, whether it's meals, it could be accessories. There's always the need to buy. The problem is you grab a receipt, you put it in your wallet. At the end of the day, if you can't find the receipt, you've just lost the money. What Zoho Expense allows me to do is I put it in at the end of the month. I submit all my expenses. They're approved within 24 hours, which is incredible.
So utilizing Zoho Expense and the fact that it ties into our books and it's immediate, that expenses are paid out and immediately shows in our cash flow statements in Zoho Books.
Zoho Books has been user-friendly. So the process is quick, it's efficient, and it's convenient to the customer. So Zoho Books, it has to be number one on a salesman's list.